Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to do a couple simple edits in Screencastify on some videos that you're making. So this can be helpful when you make a video and you make a mistake in there and you don't want to have to start over. So there's a couple suggestions I have that might be helpful. So one would be if you're making a video and let's say you're into it more than a minute or so and it's not worth starting over, just keep going with the video. So if you kind of didn't want to say what you said, just start back where you want to be without even stopping the video. Let it record that. So it will have the mistake in there, but then it will start where you want to go. And that's not a big deal because when we can go edit that out really easily. The other way is sometimes you'll be making a video and you're almost to the end, and maybe that's where the mistake is. And what I've even done at that point, knowing I just have a little bit left, I might stop the video right there. And then you can go make another video just to do the ending, and then we can merge those two together. So I'm going to show you both ways today. So this first one is actually one I didn't make. It's from one of my teacher friends. She did some video for her students, and this I'm just gonna go ahead and this is the video, but I want to edit out a little bit of it. So I'm gonna come here to open an editor. So what she did is she continued instead of starting over, she because it's a longer video. It's about 15 minutes, almost 16. So that would have been really frustrating in the very middle to start over. So she just recorded the whole thing and then we came in here and edited it. So let me show you how you can do that. So I actually made a mistake at the beginning of her video. So I'm going to use a crop tool because this blue screen you're seeing isn't what we want the kids to see. So I'm gonna hit the crop tool and I'm just gonna bring it in a little bit. That's where I want it. And then I can hit done. And now it cropped just that beginning because I didn't want it like that. And then this particular video, we want to take out from 7:08 to 8:05. So if you notice that I use the crop tool, this is good for the beginning and the end. But if you want to do a part in the middle, you actually use the scissors. So what you can do is you can drag this over and notice the time on the right-hand side. I'm dragging this. Oh, that's my scissors, sorry. I'm gonna click off of that. Let's try that again. So I'm just gonna bring this to the part of the video I want. So I want it at 7. Let's see. Actually, I think I do have to take this. Oh, see, okay, so I accidentally made a mistake right here. I already cut that. I don't want to cut that, so I'm gonna do undo. Let's try that again. So I just need to bring my line where I want it. I'm just hovering with my finger. Okay, so we are at, there we go, 7:08. So I'm going to click 7:08. I'm going to click with my mouse. And now I'm going to come here to my cut. And now I've just spliced that. So I've just taken that one clip and cut it in half. Well, since I know I want to take out to 8:05, so I'm going to just come here and I'm coming along just with my finger, and I'm going to go to 8:05. Once I get to 8:05, I'm going to do a left click on it. So it kind of marks my spot, and then I'm going to hit my cut tool again. So now I've done this in 3 segments. This is the part I like at the first, this middle section I don't want, and this end section I do want. So all I have to do is click this middle section, and I can actually just click the trash can. And now what will happen is it's now taken that first section, that second section, and I don't even need to merge them together here. It's going to merge it for me, which will be really great. And so once you've done that part, I've taken out the part I don't want, then I can be done. If you wanted to add in another video here, you could hit this add button and we could actually add a clip in between here, and I'll show you what that's going to look like in another example. But you could add something in here if you needed to, but if you're done, then I just come here to my drive. I'm going to call this my sample video, and then it's going to go ahead and take a minute just to process. While that processes, I'm going to come over their videos, show you another example. So that's one way is in that video, the teacher taught her whole lesson and we just took out the portion she didn't want. The second way is kind of two parts. So I made a video, it was going well, and then at the end I kind of stumbled and I didn't like where it was going. And so I ended up just stopping the video there and then recording the last part in another screencast, and I want to merge them. So how I could do this is I'm going to come down here to the first video I want is this one called Connect Classroom to Quizzes. That's going to be my main video, but I need to add a second video to it, which is this one. So this is the video I want to add, and I actually need to download this to my computer. So I'm going to come here and click download, because then I'm going to upload it in that other video. So this is just going to download. It's going to ask me where I want it download. I'm going to call this sample video 1. I'm going to come back to my recordings. And I'm going to main one. So the one that I really, most of it is good, is right here now. So nope, it's this one, connecting classroom to, go ahead and click this. I want to actually edit this one. So I'm going to open an editor. Just to load. So once that loads in, now I'm going to have to, I know I need to cut this one already. So I am going to look at this. So it seems like I was having a bit of trouble when I started talking about quizzes. So once I went there, so let's see where I want to cut it. Okay. It was right about, I think it was actually right here. So let's say I want to cut right there. I click where I want it to, it kind of put a gray line right here. And now I'm just going to come here to, I can hit, let's see what happens when I hit crop. No, I don't want to do that. Reset. Actually, let's try it. What does it do when I hit crop? That didn't do what I wanted to do. I'm going to actually, I can hit the cut right here. There's actually two options. If I were to hit the cut, let's do that. It's going to put it into two segments and I can delete that. So that's one way you could do it. The other, since it's at the end, you can actually just drag this, and all the gray is what it's cutting. So if I wanted, I can decide how far I want to go. So maybe I'm just going to go to about right there, and then it will just cut it that way. So you can crop it or cut it. I use both. So I've done that, and now I want to add in my second clip. So I knew I made my mistake, but I just took it out, and now I'm going to add in the part that I actually want at the end, and I just click my add button. I can come here to, it's actually, I'm uploading it because I put it on my desktop, well, in my downloads on my PC. And I'm going to go to my sample video 2, sample video 1, I think is what I called it. Put that clip in for me, and we'll just make sure it's in the right order because I want this to be the one I'm uploading. I want to be a second. And let's see if it did it the order I wanted. Perfect. So I can even watch it. I would always suggest watching it. I already knew where I kind of wanted to cut it, but I would just watch it, make sure it flows how you want it to. So in this case, it's coming right here. You can even watch. Down here, it says not assigned to any classes. Change that to my Nebo class. So watch it, see if it sounds the way you want, and it just jumps, merges them together beautifully. And then after you're done with this, if you like it, we just do what we did in our last video, and we come here to save to drive, and we name it our video, um, sample video 2, and I can just save that. So hopefully this shows you how you can not have to keep remaking your videos, but you can kind of continue on and do some simple edits along the way. I've really enjoyed this feature that Screencastify offers because I feel like it's pretty easy to use, and I've actually been able to fix a lot of videos, and it's in the long run saved me time because let's be honest, when we make videos, we do make mistakes in them, and they don't have to be perfect, but there are some times that you really do need to edit out parts of it because you don't like what's in it, and so this is really helpful to do. I hope this helps. Thanks.